In the modern world of digital entertainment, fame no longer belongs exclusively to movie stars, television personalities, or recording artists. Today, a person can build an international audience from a smartphone, a camera, and a strong understanding of personal branding. But behind every successful online personality is a story about where they started, a story about the decisions that changed their lives, and perhaps most importantly, a story about how they transformed an online presence into a recognizable personal brand. One name that has attracted attention across social media and digital entertainment is MissLexa. Known for her distinctive online identity, lifestyle content, fitness-related interests, travel posts, and direct connection with her audience, MissLexa represents a new generation of internet personalities who have built their careers outside the traditional entertainment system. But who is MissLexa really? What was her life like before she became known online? How did she build such a recognizable digital presence? What major moments shaped her career? How does she make money? And how successful is she in 2026? Most importantly, what can we learn from the transformation of MissLexa from an individual with a relatively private background into a recognizable internet personality? Today, we're going to explore the untold story of MissLexa, from her beginnings and early career to her online rise, lifestyle, business model, financial success, and future opportunities. This is the story of MissLexa. MissLexa is a digital creator and online personality whose public identity has developed around lifestyle, fitness, fashion, travel, and entertainment-related content. Unlike traditional celebrities who become famous through Hollywood studios or major television networks, MissLexa's journey reflects the changing nature of modern fame. Her audience was not built overnight. Instead, her online identity developed through consistent content, social media activity, and an understanding of what digital audiences respond to. Her public profiles have presented her as Canadian and as someone who has lived in Miami. Her online presence has also been connected with fitness and lifestyle content. On a public YouTube channel description, she has described herself as a retired elementary school teacher with interests in fitness, video entertainment, travel, and behind-the-scenes lifestyle content. That background is one of the most interesting aspects of her story, because MissLexa's career journey illustrates a broader trend happening across the internet. People are no longer limited to one professional identity. Someone can have an educational background, develop an interest in fitness, explore content creation, and eventually build an entirely new career through digital media. And that ability to reinvent yourself has become one of the defining characteristics of the creator economy. Before the online attention, there was a different chapter in MissLexa's life. According to publicly available profiles, she had a background in education and has described herself as a former elementary school teacher. This detail is particularly interesting because it represents a significant contrast with her later career as a digital creator. Education is traditionally associated with structure, routine, and a clearly defined professional environment. Digital content creation, on the other hand, requires creativity, adaptability, and the ability to constantly communicate with an audience. Moving from one world to the other is not a small decision. It requires confidence. It requires accepting uncertainty. And it requires the willingness to create a completely new professional identity. Some online biographies claim specific details about her education and early life, but those details are not consistently verified across reliable sources. Therefore, the most responsible way to describe this chapter is to focus on what she has publicly represented about herself, rather than presenting every internet claim as fact. What we can see, however, is that her early professional experience may have helped her develop qualities that later became valuable in the digital world: communication, organization, consistency, and understanding how to connect with people. Those qualities can be surprisingly powerful when transferred into content creation. And eventually, MissLexa began exploring a completely different path: the world of online media. The internet has changed the definition of a career. In the past, becoming famous often required a talent agent, a record label, a television appearance, or a movie role. Today, creators can build audiences independently. MissLexa's career reflects this transformation. Rather than relying entirely on traditional media, she developed an online presence where she could communicate directly with viewers. Her content has included lifestyle themes, travel experiences, fitness interests, fashion, and behind-the-scenes elements of her daily world. This approach created something traditional celebrities often struggle to achieve: direct audience connection. When people follow an online creator, they don't simply watch a finished television program. They experience an ongoing story. They see updates, they see new projects, they watch changes in lifestyle, and they become part of a community. For MissLexa, this direct connection became an important part of her personal brand. Building an audience online is much more difficult than simply creating an account. The internet is crowded. Millions of people are competing for attention every day. So how does a creator stand out? The answer is usually a combination of consistency, recognizable branding, audience interaction, and content that gives viewers a reason to return. MissLexa's strategy appears to have been based around creating a recognizable digital identity. Instead of focusing on only one type of content, her public presence has explored several connected themes: lifestyle, fitness, fashion, travel, personal experiences, and behind-the-scenes storytelling. These subjects work particularly well together because they create a broader narrative around the creator. A viewer may discover a person through one type of content, but they stay because they become interested in the person behind the content. That is the difference between a viral video and a personal brand. A viral video can create attention, a personal brand creates loyalty. And over time, loyalty becomes an audience. Every successful creator has turning points. Sometimes the turning point is a viral video, sometimes it is a platform that suddenly begins recommending their content. And sometimes it is simply the moment when a creator realizes that their audience has become large enough to support a full-time career. For MissLexa, the biggest transformation appears to have been the shift from simply creating online content to developing a recognizable personal brand. Her presence across multiple digital platforms allowed her to reach different audiences. Video platforms gave her space for longer storytelling. Social media helped maintain daily visibility. Lifestyle content allowed followers to become more familiar with her personality. And fitness-related content connected her with another large online community. Each platform served a different purpose. Together, they created a digital ecosystem. This is one of the most important lessons from her career. Successful creators rarely depend on one platform forever. Platforms change. Algorithms change. Trends disappear. But a strong personal brand can survive those changes. Perhaps the most fascinating part of MissLexa's story is her transformation. She represents the evolution from a more traditional professional background into the modern creator economy. Her journey demonstrates that career transformation doesn't always happen through one dramatic event. Sometimes it happens gradually. One decision leads to another. A new interest becomes a side project. The side project attracts an audience. The audience creates opportunities. And eventually, the side project becomes the main career. This transformation also reflects a larger cultural shift. Today, people increasingly think of themselves as brands. A creator's personality can become their product. Their lifestyle can become their storytelling framework. Their interests can become their content categories. And their audience can become their business community. MissLexa's evolution illustrates this new model of professional independence. When people hear the word celebrity, they often imagine luxury cars, expensive homes, designer fashion, and international travel. But the reality of an online creator's lifestyle can be much more complex. A creator's lifestyle is often part of their content. Travel becomes a story. Fitness becomes a routine. Fashion becomes a visual identity. And everyday experiences become material for social media. MissLexa's public content has reflected interests in travel, fitness, fashion, and lifestyle experiences. Her Miami connection also contributes to the image associated with her online brand. But it is important to remember that social media only shows part of someone's life. A photograph can show a beautiful destination. A video can show an exciting day. But behind every successful creator is also a significant amount of work. Planning, filming, editing, posting, responding to audiences, managing platforms, and constantly thinking about what comes next. The lifestyle may look glamorous from the outside, but the creator economy also requires discipline.
So, what might a typical day look like? While her exact daily routine is private, the life of a creator with a lifestyle-focused brand often follows a very different rhythm from a traditional 9-to-5 career. The day may begin with personal routines and fitness. For someone whose public identity includes health and fitness interests, staying active can become both a personal priority and part of the creative process. Then comes the business side: content planning, checking messages, reviewing social media performance, preparing photographs or videos, thinking about upcoming collaborations, and maintaining communication with followers. For creators, the camera may only capture a few minutes of the day, but behind those few minutes can be hours of preparation. A successful online personality must constantly balance two identities: the public personality that audiences see, and the private individual who lives away from the camera. That balance is one of the hidden challenges of internet fame. One of the biggest questions surrounding any successful digital creator is simple: how do they make money? The answer is rarely just one source. Modern creators often build multiple income streams. For someone like MissLexa, possible revenue sources connected to her public career include digital platform earnings, brand partnerships, sponsorships, affiliate marketing, advertising revenue, and paid fan communities. Her YouTube presence, for example, provides one potential advertising revenue stream. Third-party estimates suggest that the channel has generated some revenue based on its publicly tracked views, although such estimates are not verified financial statements. The important point is that creator income can be highly variable. One month may be stronger than another. A viral campaign may create a temporary increase. A successful partnership may generate significant revenue. And long-term income depends heavily on audience loyalty and business decisions. This is why successful creators often think beyond views. They think about brand value, audience trust, long-term partnerships, and sustainable business models. Now we come to one of the most searched questions: how rich is MissLexa in 2026? The honest answer is that there is no publicly verified financial statement that establishes her exact net worth. Several websites publish estimates, but their numbers vary dramatically. Some sources claim figures around the $1 million range, while others publish much higher estimates based on assumptions about subscriber counts and online earnings. Because these figures are not independently verified, they should be treated as estimates rather than confirmed facts. For a professional documentary, the safest conclusion is this: MissLexa appears to have built multiple potential income streams through her online career, but her exact net worth in 2026 remains private. The larger story is not necessarily the exact number. It is how digital creators can transform an audience into a business. The creator economy has made it possible for individuals to earn from multiple sources simultaneously, and MissLexa's career provides an example of this broader transformation. In 2026, online attention moves extremely quickly. One week, people are discussing a movie star. The next week, a creator becomes the center of attention. MissLexa's continued visibility can be understood through the broader growth of creator-driven entertainment. Audiences increasingly want personalities who feel accessible. They want to see lifestyles, they want behind-the-scenes content, they want direct interaction, and they want stories that feel more personal than traditional celebrity interviews. MissLexa's combination of lifestyle, fitness, fashion, travel, and digital content allows her to remain relevant across different audience interests. Her story also fits into a larger conversation about the future of online careers. The boundary between influencer, entrepreneur, entertainer, and media personality is becoming increasingly blurred. And creators who understand that change have the opportunity to build brands that extend far beyond social media. One of the most interesting facts about MissLexa is that her story is not simply about online popularity. It is also about reinvention. Many people assume successful internet personalities became famous because they were always destined for fame. But that is rarely the case. Most creators go through periods of experimentation. They try different platforms, they test different content, they learn what audiences respond to, and they gradually develop their identity. MissLexa's background in education, combined with her later involvement in fitness and digital entertainment, demonstrates how dramatically one person's professional life can evolve. Another lesser-known aspect of the creator economy is the amount of work that happens behind the scenes. Audiences see the finished photograph. They don't see the planning. They see the finished video. They don't see the hours of preparation. They see the success. They don't always see the years of experimentation that came before it. That hidden work is an important part of MissLexa's story. So what comes next? The future of any internet personality is difficult to predict, but the opportunities are enormous. MissLexa could potentially expand her brand into areas such as fitness, lifestyle products, fashion collaborations, travel content, digital entrepreneurship, or other forms of mainstream media. The most valuable asset she has already built is not simply her social media accounts. It is her personal brand. Platforms can change, algorithms can change, but a strong relationship between a creator and an audience can continue across platforms. This creates opportunities for long-term growth. The next stage of MissLexa's career may therefore be less about becoming famous and more about becoming sustainable. Can she turn online attention into a lasting business? Can she expand beyond the platforms that help make her famous? Can she create a brand that remains relevant for the next decade? Those questions will define the next chapter. At first glance, MissLexa's story may look like a story about internet fame, but when we look deeper, it becomes a story about adaptation. The internet rewards people who understand change. A creator must constantly learn, new platforms appear, new trends emerge, audiences evolve, and content formats change. The creators who survive are usually the ones who adapt without losing their identity. MissLexa's journey demonstrates the power of building a recognizable personal brand. She transformed different interests and experiences into a digital identity that could connect with audiences. And that may be the real reason her story continues to attract attention.
The story of MissLexa is ultimately a story about transformation. From a background publicly associated with education, to fitness and lifestyle interests, and eventually to a career built around digital media, her journey reflects the possibilities of the modern creator economy. Her story also reminds us that success on the internet is rarely accidental. Behind every follower is a piece of content. Behind every piece of content is an idea. And behind every successful personal brand is a person willing to adapt. MissLexa's journey is still evolving. Her exact financial position remains private. Her future opportunities are still unfolding. And the digital world continues to change around her. But one thing is clear. The definition of celebrity has changed. Today, fame can be built outside traditional studios. Careers can be reinvented. Audiences can be created from anywhere, and personal brands can become global businesses. Whether MissLexa's next chapter takes her deeper into lifestyle content, fitness, entrepreneurship, fashion, or another direction entirely, her story offers a fascinating example of how modern digital careers are built. Because sometimes the most interesting celebrity stories are not about where someone ended up. They're about how they got there. And in the case of MissLexa, that journey from a relatively private professional background to a recognizable online identity is what makes her story worth following. This has been the untold story of MissLexa. If you enjoyed this documentary-style journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more stories about the lives, careers, transformations, and success journeys of today's most talked about personalities.